Confronting everyday sexism in Brazil, on the world. I'm Marco Werman. A shocking sexual assault case has Brazilians talking about sexism in all its forms. The Sao Paulo resident says that includes women-only cars on the city's subway system.
Which means Brazilian state is telling everyone, men and women, that the best way it can protect me as a woman is to keep me apart from men.
Also, what it's like to live in constant fear of deportation.
People become very afraid and the rumors start up. Before an arrest even happens, the harm is already done.
Plus, we visit a vegan cafe in Tbilisi that became a target for sausage-wielding extremists. I am not making that up. That's all today here on The World. Thank you for being here today. All eyes are on Brazil as the country prepares to host the Olympics this summer. Unfortunately, the view is not pretty. There's economic turmoil, the Zika outbreak, political scandal, and charges of rampant corruption. In a moment, we'll dig into the latest on the political scandal and whether there are any ways around impeachment for President Dilma Rousseff. Right now, though, even the scandals are getting eclipsed in Brazil by a horrific thing that happened last month in a Rio slum. A 16-year-old girl attacked and gang-raped by as many as 30 men. Since then, there have been protests and demands for not just better protection for women, but also a change in the culture in Brazil. To find out more, we reach Manuela Miklos. She's a social scientist and an activist in Sao Paulo, and she says the victim in the case has been speaking to the media about her ordeal.
She gave an interview to the most watched show last Sunday, and she was really calm and gave her account of what happened. The most moving part of it was, in the end, the interviewer asked her what she hoped for those men, what she desired that would happen to them. And she just said, I wish they had daughters.
Oh, wow. That's heavy.
Yeah.
Manuela, how unusual is a case like this in Brazil?
A case like this is, of course, unusual in terms of the number of men involved. But violence against women and rape are not unusual at all. A woman is raped every 11 minutes in Brazil. So it is happening as we speak. Brazil is part of rape culture.
Well, let's talk about the culture behind that rape culture. I mean, you're a social scientist and activist. You're also a woman. Describe what everyday sexism is like for you in Brazil.
Rape culture in Brazil is all about creating a sense of what's normal. And to be normal is to be a male, to be rich, and to be white, which describes just a little minority of our society. I think the best way to describe is I take the metro every day to work, and the metro has a different car for women.
So they can feel protected in that.
So they can feel protected, which means Brazilian state is telling everyone, men and women, that the best way it can protect me as a woman is to keep me apart from men.
I know there have been protests in several cities across Brazil in response to this horrific gang rape. Have you been to any of them?
Yeah, I did. I went to a protest on the weekend, and there will be new ones today all over the country. They're scheduled for tonight.
What are they like? I mean, what kind of things are you hearing from people?
It's very powerful to be part of those. In Rio, there was a lot of women downtown in the center, and women telling their stories of violence, and men around looking, a lot of them crying. So it is a moment for women to get together and men to hear, which is in itself unusual, and hopefully will change the way we feel about those episodes.
What are the solutions in your mind to this problem? I mean, how do you even start to address this culture of, male domination over women in Brazil?
First, it is important that we're having a national debate on it. All women knew this was going on, and we never spoke. So it's a time to speak and for men to listen and to reflect on their actions. The other thing is we have to think about education. We have to think about how we deal with